Well, it's been a fairly busy month for Assassin's Creed news in July, and we're going to talk about that today. We've got Assassin's Creed Shadows updates, New Game Plus, we've got a bit of Black Flag remake drama, and we've also got an Assassin's Creed Netflix show, more information on that, which we're going to go into detail today, and this is going to be a kind of news roundup. If you're new to this channel, we are the Podyssey and Assassin's Creed podcast, and usually we do full-length, 2-hour plus episodes, but we just realized that, both of us just don't actually have the time today. And when I say both of us, I mean my friend Willis makes movies over there. We just don't. We just
can't be bothered. We can't be bothered this week. So, yeah, you'll get a full episode next week, but for now, we're just going to bring you something that's a lot easier to make and that we can be bothered to do.
No, I shouldn't have said it like that. What I really meant is, I've had so much going on this week. I've been going for interviews for like other jobs and stuff. I've got another one in the morning, which we'll talk about, I'm sure, next week on our actual episode.
Absolutely.
Lewis said he's got a lot of stuff he's been doing with like videos, and we just thought at the end of the day, we kind of have to focus on our own stuff this week, but we still wanted to get you guys, some sort of content, and that's why we got a very mini, not numbered episode. Anyway. Let's start with the Shadows update, and I'll hand it over to Willis Makes Movies.
Yes, so the Shadows summer roadmap has been unveiled. We know what's coming to Shadows in the next 2 to 3 months, leading up to the DLC, the Claws of Awaji. We're getting New Game Plus, which at time of recording has just dropped today. So I haven't had the chance to play it. I gather you haven't either.
No.
That's a surprise. But so New Game Plus allows you to keep the skills that you acquired in the main game along with your gear and outfits, and it basically lets you replay the story again of Assassin's Creed Shadows if you would ever want to do that. Not to the end though, you've still got to wait till September to get the end. But if you want to play the first two acts, sorry, I'm dragging this out. But yeah, for those who want to replay the story of Assassin's Creed Shadows, New Game Plus allows you to skip the first few hours of the game. So you pass all the tutorials. They said that they've meticulously gone through each section of the story and removed anything that could be tutorial or getting in the way and slowing you down. So it seems like it's a more streamlined, sped up version of the game. And it lets you keep all of your weapons, your gear, and progress. But there is still progression because they have added new skill tiers so that your knowledge points, when you acquire them in the open world, don't just lead to nothing. If you've 100%ed the first playthrough of the game, there will be new knowledge tiers that you can unlock in the New Game Plus mode, which will grant you exclusive new abilities that weren't available in the main game. I'm not actually too sure what these are, but I believe they are more than just stat boosts. They are going to give you unique abilities and extra stuff. So I'm sure as New Game Plus gets completed by players, we'll start to find out what sort of stuff that is. I was excited for the end game rewards, because if you remember Assassin's Creed Mirage, when you completed the New Game Plus of that, you got Bayek's outfit, and you also got some dyes for his outfit, which could put it in different colours as you completed different stages of the campaign. So I was thinking, are we going to get new Assassin Legacy outfits or some sort of variety from what we already had? But no. It turns out the final reward of New Game Plus is a sword for each of your characters. So I don't know. I don't know if that's really worth it. What do you think? Is that a suitable end game reward?
What's this for? The New Game Plus?
Yeah. It's like a gold katana looking thing.
Oh, okay. So you're saying that's what you get when you start a New Game Plus?
No, that's what you get for finishing it.
Oh, for finishing a second time.
Yeah, you don't get anything when you start it, which is crazy.
Right. I don't know. It'd be cool to get maybe some armor. That would have been cooler, I reckon.
Yeah.
Like some cool New Game Plus like armor set or like robes. Something.
They could have even done like an Isu
thing.
Thing. They could have given you just some Isu armor or something for your New Game Plus.
I feel like Ubisoft Quebec is trying to stay away from the Isu stuff with Shadows. It's kind of how it feels.
Yeah, but I feel like second playthrough, everybody's like had the realistic playthrough. So for the second time round, you could you could maybe lean into it a bit more. I'd love like an alternate ending where we, find out that there's some piece of Eden in the box or something. That'd be kind of cool.
Well, that's what I thought we were gonna see in the game.
But, that's what we thought was gonna be there the first time round.
Yeah, but I guess it's good that they're adding. They're actually adding. I guess you could call it quality of life updates to the game. Allowing people to play it with a different experience. If they love the game, then they get to play it again, and they get a cool sword at the end of it. I don't know if it's cool. Does it look cool?
It's cool. It's cool. I'd say it's cool.
Yeah. All right, there you go. And do you know what would be cool? I don't know if this is just. I guess I'm just saying something that's never going to happen now. But it would have been cool if, like, every new game plus, you get a new item, like an armor helmet and an armor piece.
Oh,
and then
right.
10 new game pluses later, you're geared out. Like,
you've got to play the game like 10 times to get everything.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So that's kind of everything that was added to the update, right?
That's everything that's came out today. Yeah, we've got a few little updates. We've got like changes to the store as well. A new free battle pass is coming out with a pretty cool set of armor at the end. It's like a white pearlescent looking one.
Yes, I'm using that image in one of my thumbnails coming up because it looks interesting.
It does look quite good. And they're also going to be making it easier to obtain keys and complete the battle pass, because I think it was maybe taking people a bit too long to finish it. I've only finished like 1.5. I haven't even finished the second
I've never
one.
finished one. I never finished one.
Oh, well, I must admit, like, I don't think the end game rewards were fantastic. Like, the outfits is probably the worst part. The weapons are kind of cool. They're like glowing blue, but they're like Animus themed, which I guess is kind of nice. But yeah, it didn't really impress me. But they were free, so you can't really complain. But this one actually looks like an outfit I want to get. So that's a big improvement for me.
That's cool. And how do you unlock that outfit?
You have to complete the free battle pass. So you do like weekly challenges, and that gets you points, and those points unlock rewards. And it's only 20 tiers, but it'll still take you like 4 weeks to do.
Okay,
you only get like enough points per week to do like 4 of the rewards.
Okay, so that's everything AC Shadows. Should we talk about our next topic?
Yeah. Where are we going next?
Well,
getting the Animus. Where are we going?
Let's go to the Netflix show, I reckon. The Netflix show. So we got recent information regarding the Netflix show. For a long time, we thought this show was like dead in the water. Like, we were hearing nothing. And, at least for me, it got to a point where I was thinking, is this thing ever going to happen? And finally, we got an update on the progress of, where it is at the moment. And I believe we, for the first time, are hearing like showrunners, writers. Am I right in thinking?
Yes, I think so. I'm not sure, the capacity.
Yeah. So, today we're going to talk about who those people are and what they've said about the game, and we're gonna move on from there. So,
I hope you've got this written down, because I don't know.
Well, if you go to our last episode, you'll find
insert
out.
a clip from last week.
No, basically, one of the all right, let me actually look this up, because I don't know. Netflix has greenlit a live-action adaptation of Assassin's Creed, the beloved franchise launched in 2007 by French video game publisher Ubisoft. Emmy nominees Roberto Patino from DMZ, Westworld, Sons of Anarchy, and David Weiner, Halo, Homecoming, The Killing. These guys will serve as creators, showrunners, and executive producers to the Assassin's Creed show. Now, that's what we know. That's the main part of information. Like, now we know who's going to be, creating this show. At least for now. But what we also have is a quote from these guys. A quote. I'm not going to read that entire thing because they actually say quite a lot. How should we do this? Should we read part of it? Well, anyway, maybe we'll insert the quote there. Maybe we won't. Anyway, cut back. So my thoughts, I guess, at the moment is that I'm looking forward to hearing more about the show, where it's going to go. I want to know who's writing it. That's really important, I think. Showrunners, obviously really important. Producers, you're not going to have a show without it, but you will also not have a show without a writer. So I wonder if they're still, are they on the hunt for a good writer? Has the show already been written? I want to know. And that's sort of information we still don't really have. All we have is that, there's an update in the regards of it's still going to happen. It's still in the early stages, I suppose. And this is more speculation, but I've always assumed that, when we first heard about the Netflix show to now, when we've got this new update, I've started to think maybe it was originally going to be different producers and it was dropped and it was moved around because it just seemed quite quiet, What would be your thoughts on that?
It does seem like this has taken a long time to get moving. Like it was announced in 2020. So it's took 5 years and all we've gotten is now somebody's making it. So I don't know if it was like, because when they first announced this Netflix thing, they said it was like going to be a whole universe of collaborations. It wasn't just going to be one TV show. They wanted like, I think there was like Netflix mobile games. They wanted some of those as well. And I think I heard about one of those being in production at one point, but I don't know if it's a great sign that it's took this long to get somebody on board. I'm hoping that what they mean is they've heard pitches from lots of other people and these are the ones they've gone with, or that it's just took this long to get it right and not that it's like been stuck in development hell sort of thing.
Yeah. I guess only time will really tell. Thinking of time, why don't we talk about our next topic?
Yeah.
And that is the Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake drama. Now, if you're a long-time viewer of this Assassin's Creed podcast show, then you will know we've talked about this extensively. But we are aiming to speak to new viewers today, to bring new viewers in, and we think it's important to talk about, again, what's going on in the Assassin's Creed news. And one of the biggest things was the Black Flag remake, or more, I guess you could say, less the Black Flag remake and more what the Black Flag remake potentially might do to the original Black Flag, as well as responses from Ubisoft themselves. Do you want to start with this, Lewis, or shall I?
Well, I'd like to start by saying I'm very disappointed in whatever decision they end up making. I don't know. I mean, the best alternative of this is that the Black Flag remake comes out and it's a totally separate game, and we've all just been panicking for no reason. But that'd be good. I think there is evidence to suggest that the likelihood is when the Black Flag remake comes out, it's going to replace the original, at least on PC. And that has me worried because obviously Black Flag is probably the most popular Assassin's Creed game of like, well, I would say like behind AC2 and Odyssey, I'd say it's probably Black Flag. And to get rid of this game is like, it doesn't even sound right to say in a sentence. Why would they do this? Why would they make the decision? You've got a game which is so iconic, and it is literally a lot of people's only Assassin's Creed game that they've ever entertained playing because they wanted a pirate game back in 2013. And to try and capture that same audience with a remake, when we've had Skull and Bones sort of flop, we had Sea of Thieves, which is still continuing to this day. That is a lot of people's pirate game. I don't know if Black Flag is in the same sort of ballpark that it was when it first came out, and so to get rid of the original game entirely, I feel gets more unnecessary as time goes on.
Yes, and to the viewers wondering why we say they might remove it, there is still no, I guess, definitive proof that they will delist Black Flag and replace it with the Black Flag remake. But Ubisoft have done that with Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered to Assassin's Creed 3. Yes. They're notorious for, not supporting their older games and, being anti-game preservation. So when you again, look at The Crew, their game that you just can never play again. If you own the game, if you have the game on disc, you still can never play the game. Looking at all the, looking at all the available evidence at hand, it does beg the question, will Ubisoft, when the Black Flag remake comes out, delist Black Flag, what we know it as today, so that if you don't own the game, you haven't paid for the game before, and you're not able to buy it on disc, you will just never be able to play that game. In turn, you'll have to buy the remake. So again, we don't know if that's going to happen, and we hope it doesn't, but it's definitely a worry a lot of people in the AC community have right now, just in the gaming community as a whole, because it definitely sets a precedent, since Ubisoft are such a big, big voice in the gaming community. So it's worth talking about for sure. My real hope for this remake is that, again, it is like a Oblivion remaster sort of situation where the original is there to buy, cheaply and to play. And if you have it on disc, that's still that game. That game hasn't been changed. But then you've got this, this remake / remaster that takes that original game and it improves on it, adds to it, makes it a more modern version. Then you've got those 2 iterations that you can choose from. I hope that's what it will be. But time will tell. Time will tell. Any more thoughts on that, Lewis?
Yeah, I just the best outcome I think for the Black Flag remake is that they sort of, well, God, I would say like redo a lot of the mission structure. Like the tailing missions could be cut down. The ship sort of stuff could be refined, so you've got better ship mechanics that sort of reflect the later games.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people who prefer the Odyssey ship combat to the AC4 one. So I feel like if they then went to the Black Flag remake and it feels like a step back, they wouldn't play it. So, like, that's the best case scenario, is they actually update everything. Like, not just the looks of it, but also the engine gets updated to reflect, like, shadows, for example. But the worst case scenario is that it is just bad, sort of a bad upscale, sort of pushed over the top of the original, and they don't change or fix anything. And it's if it's buggy, if it has the amount of bugs that like Black Flag had when it first came out, it's unacceptable. And we know Ubisoft have a lot of buggy launches.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
That being said, they are in a place right now, I think, where they're being overcautious, trying not to mess up. So
they wouldn't have delayed Shadows back in 2013. Well, you know what I mean. They wouldn't have delayed it twice back then.
I think you're right. So hopefully next month in August, at the end of August, we will hopefully see a reveal. There's rumors it will be coming. An announcement will be coming at Gamescom, I think. Yeah.
I remember. Was it the Xbox event or something that you live streamed? And you were waiting for
the PS event.
Yeah, you were waiting for the Black Flag remake to be announced all the way through that.
Oh, that one. Yeah, that was the Xbox one.
That was so disappointing, but
bro, I literally thought we were gonna get ES6 announcement.
Oh yeah, there's that as well.
And we got nothing. We got Call of Duty as the one more thing.
That was the big end thing, was Black Ops 7.
You know when they say like, oh, and one more thing, and then it's like a big reveal. They literally did that. They were like, actually, we've got one more thing to show you, and it was Call of Duty.
Call of Duty.
I was looking at the Xbox's live chat, and everyone was like throwing tomatoes emojis in the chat. They were like, "What is this?" It was crazy. But yeah, I guess with that all said, that is our roundup of the news for Assassin's Creed in July of 2025. Thanks for tuning in, guys. For our long-time viewers, we appreciate you, and we'll see you properly again next week in a long episode. If you're new to this channel and you saw this video in your feed and you like our personalities, you like how chill it is, and you want to stick around for more, then check out some of our cool podcast episodes we've got. We've done a big deep dive on Mirage. Yes. We've covered lost Assassin's Creed like media, like games that you just can't play anymore, such as AC Identity, Legacy, stuff like that. So check that out, and you will get a new Assassin's Creed podcast episode from us every single Sunday. Any closing words, Lewis? Willis Makes Movies.
Subscribe, please. Become a member.
Please. Oh, of course. Become a member. Support us if you want. Yeah. And also, if you recognize us, that's because my name is The Exile, and this guy is called this guy over here. No, wait, hang on. He's over here. He's called Willis. Yeah, he's called Willis Makes Movies. We have obviously our own separate Assassin's Creed channels, but this is our podcast together, if you're new. With that said, love you guys. See you soon. See you next week.
Feels weird not to say that this has been a Podyssey I will not soon forget.
Well, I was thinking because it's not a numbered episode, but there you go.
It's a small one. It's just a little one. A Odyssey.